So we've got red-black rat colony as our first deck of the evening. Rat colony, namesake card of the deck, can have 28. Well, can have any number of them in your deck. Get bigger for each other rat you control, so you can put a ton of power onto the board, assuming you draw a reasonable number of them. 5 rats, obviously. No, 4 rats is 20 power. 5 rats is more. And then with Crash Through and Cosmotronic Wave, which is the reason for the red splash, you can push them through, hit the opponent for lethal. Considering the amount of 1/1 bodies in the format otherwise, you would assume that Rat Colony wouldn't be able to get through in combat, but it can and does. I don't really like that the deck exists, but it's easier to interact with than Petitioners was. And I haven't played it yet so far in this Pauper event, and I've lost to it a couple of times, so I feel like just jamming 7 games with it or something now before I get into the actual fun and exciting decks for the stream. Yeah, save the changes. We want to keep our Crash Throughs. No Escape Pauper, changing from that politely named mono white deck to Rat Colony. Let's go. Cool. We are up and running. Versus Spock. So, the deck list is in the top left-hand corner, kind of small and adorable. We don't have a way to push through rats, but we have 4 rats, 3 lands, red source. So we'll keep it. 2 black sources as well for the turn 4 double rat. Second Cinder Barrens, not as awkward as it could be because we can just play it on 3 when we're making a single rat. Yep, Druid of the Cowl. Here's a rat. Surprise, this is what we're doing. Oh yeah, the deck name is Rat Colony. Perfect. Opponent's reading Rat Colony. We drew another land. I don't really want that land. Do I want to trade Rat Colonies for Druid? What could go wrong? I'm not sure. I don't know if this is right, having not played the deck before, but my thinking is they may have 5s. Did they just have a trick? No, they just have Giant Growth. Yeah, sure. That's fine. I don't think we're going to be suiciding in many more rats. We're just going to try and draw one of the 8 get your rats in their spells. Hopefully the opponent doesn't have anything like Rabid Bite, or I'm going to feel pretty bad about throwing that rat away. Oh, and I was going to mix myself a drink. Oh, okay. Yeah, mono green. I've seen a couple of decks playing Tishana's Wayfinder now. I don't know how much I like that card. Well, we're kind of flooding out with our squeakies. We do have 20 power on the board, so Cosmotronic Wave is lethal. Oh no, I didn't get a straw. What a colossal error. Opponent's got 3 cards in hand. They can go... What's the word? Not monstrous. They can adapt their Sora form. Play another rat. This gives us 20 power of rats, even if the opponent interacts with one of them. We'll play a land out. Because, I mean, opponent knows if we don't have rats, we don't have anything. Attacking 4 rats in, 3 of them get blocked, we don't kill opponent. That doesn't seem like something I'm in the business for. We have 30 powers worth of rats, so currently Crash Through doesn't do it, because opponent would go to 1 if they blocked with everything. Kicking Croson Druid. Still okay if we draw Cosmotronic. Rat Colony is like a Cosmotronic. I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say something else. Yep. Wayfinder. Druid. At some point, I imagine opponent starts turning this hybrid sideways. If they do it a couple of times, we might have to trade a 7/1 rat off. "45 cards left, 8 of them. Do they kill the opponent on the spot? Well, at this point, you'd assume 8 of them would. Opponent's got something, though. So I don't know if it's like a band together. But if one rat died, we'd have 6 rats at 7 power, which is, I'm bad at maths, 42 powers worth of rats. The opponent does have more than 12 toughness. So we really are looking for Cosmotronic. Nine rats. Opponent has 6 blockers, 3 get through. That's 27 powers worth of rats. But still not attacking with the Rattos. If you like staring matches, you've come to the right place. Cinder Barrens go. No attacks. Doesn't get better for us if opponent puts more power on the board. So we have what? Yep, that's bad for us because it's another blocker. So we have 72 power in rats. Cosmotronic Wave. Yes. And combat. And that's 72 power. Yep, so you have like a band together. Just casually taking opponent to neg 42. So, a rat colony doing its thing wins the game. Opponent wasn't really in a position to particularly interact with the deck. So, if you get to just play rats, stare at your opponent, and then wave through their board. I've got a couple of Cosmotronic Waves in a Gruul deck I've been building, just because breaking board stalls seems to be a pretty good thing to be able to do. Juju Bubble is our opponent, and our hand has a crash through in. Only 2 rats, but I think we still keep. Because, I mean, odds are we will draw some more rats. Opponent goes down to 7. Lead on Swamp. Let's see what we're up against. Opponent's play... Ooh, maybe we'll cycle one of these crash throughs next turn. Because we don't really need more than 1. Yep, Martyr of Dusk. We drew a rat colony. If we draw a rat, we're going to want to play 2 rats, right? Well, we need 4 rats as 20 power. If crash through is our kill, we need more rats. So yeah, we should draw cards. Not quite. No attacks. Especially if opponent starts gaining life. Or just has, like, removal. Daybreak Chaplain's acceptable. There's a rat. Un rat. De rat. Creatures you control gain trample until end of turn. I guess we'll play this... Well... Oh, I know what deck opponent's playing. So opponent has what? What do they have? They have 3, 4, 5, 6 toughness, 7 virtual toughness with the life link. We will have 24 powers worth of rats. So we don't actually have an attack this turn. So we'll pass. Ill-Gotten Inheritance is good for us because it's not going to get to do anything, presumably. I don't think the... Oh, these decks play like Moment of Triumph. I guess we play... We'll crash through now. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. So opponent will be at 21. So if we attack here, opponent has moment of +2/+2 and life gain life. Opponent goes to 22, 25, and has 8 power of blockers, so we need 33 damage. And this is 35 damage. So 20, 23, 25, 28, 29, 31. I think this is lethal, and we're about to find out if I'm bad at maths. Well, they had Moment of Triumph. Unsure why they didn't target Chaplain. Because this is just lethal, or should be. Yeah, cool. We counted right. Not 12-0, not just yet. 2-0 though. 2-0 with Rat Colony. Yeah, I don't want the gold, I want to play. Let me play. Globulus is our opponent. Not just any Globulus, all caps Globulus. Well. Is it bad that I kind of want to mulligan this hand? Because this hand is a red source and a way of getting through short of killing an opponent. And both of those aren't super likely to get drawn. Yeah, this hand is much better. And then bottom this. This is more like it. Don't feel smart about the second wave. Do feel smart about the mulligan. If we draw some rats, anyway. Let's make a colony. Opponent's on Dimir, so this might be more of a grind. Especially if opponent can remove our Rattos. Fungal Infection. Not as bad as it could be, seeing as our plan is build a board, then Rat Colony through. Especially with like Eternal coming down. Well, I'd like to stop drawing lands and start drawing colonies. That's where I'd like to be. Stop drawing lands, start drawing colonies. Never blocking. Thunderdrake, sure. Well, that's not a colony. I don't think we ever win if we trade this Rat Colony off for anything. And I don't think we want to proactively play Cosmotronic Wave to kill 2 tokens, do we? I mean, we're only drawing 1 rat next turn tops. So I guess maybe we do just save ourselves the life. And then we get in for 2 as well. That's an interesting thing to do. Don't know if it's right. I think it is right, but I don't think we're currently in a very good spot. It's probably a better way to put it. Yep, take 4. Opponent has 3 cards. I'm going to crash through. We'll cycle crash through. Can you turn into a rat, please? There we go. We're going to run out the rats pre-combat. Because if the opponent has removal, this rat, one of the rat colonies is dying. So we may as well try to get 4 points in. Yeah, they have cruelty. Not unexpected. Yep, there's an island. In for 4, go to 7. We draw a card again. It's not a very good card. We're not attacking. Although, even if we draw a rat, we only have 8 power in rats. And Fungal Infection will get me to explode. Fungal Infection is not a good card for that deck. Let's go. Run it back. Run it back. Ready versus 6 Vicious. Oh, Tezzeret has 5 fingers. Cool. Hit a Claw. So, don't really like having all 4 lands in the opening hand. Do like having red mana. Do like having a wave and colonies. So if we could just draw Rat Colony for the rest of the game, that would be swell. We'll see what opponent's on. They're playing black lands for us. Ooh, we did draw a rat though. Ratto. Go ahead. Go ahead, opponent. Yep, Team Dissenter comes in. It's a 1-1. So I guess we're on a Cosmotronic Wave plan this game. Luckily, we already have the wave. Hopefully, the opponent doesn't start removing rats, because that'll make this game take longer. Looks like they're Golgari, so they do have removal. They'll probably be playing Moment of Craving, Vicious Offering, Cruelty. Hopefully, they don't have any Vapors. And when we say Vapors, we mean obviously Mephitic Vapors. Yeah, Avamaya Sap Herd's fine. Is the opponent going to get in with Dissenter? No. I would if I was them. So, assuming opponent taps out, they are dead. I would like them to tap out. Just play like Rhizome Lurcher. Ill-Gotten Inheritance. That's a valid reason you would probably tap out. I think, though, yeah, they're going to Spark Harvest a Rat. Opponent is a smart one. And then what? You're going to remove a second one? Severed Strands. So we need to draw some rats again. Portcullis Vine we don't care about. Not blocking a Sap Herd. So we're not going to play a Cosmotronic Wave. If we draw another rat, and then we can go like 9 damage. That's... oh yeah, another rat's 12 damage. So if we get another rat, we can make 2 Cosmotronic Wave enabled attacks over 2 turns. And that is lethal. But for now, we're just going to keep drawing lands. Because we're at 21, if we draw another rat, 8 followed by 12 isn't lethal. But if we're in a bad spot, we can hope to spike like rat, in which case the wave plus rat is lethal. Depending on how much pressure we're under. Not under masses of pressure yet. I mean, we're at 9. Rat off the top. Not a rat off the top. Maybe we don't need 24 lands. Although we do want 4 lands every game. I think we'll cut a land for another colony going into the next game. So currently opponent's attack is for 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And Cosmotronic Waving the Dissenter actually just converts it to a 2-2. So I don't think we can win from that position. I don't think there's a sequence of draws the deck's capable of to win from that position. Let's remove, disregard lands, acquire colony. Just one more colony, just for now. Just for game number 5. You know, at least these games are quick. Yeah, cool. Next opponent, Atobe Hisoka. I'm assuming it's like a Japanese name or something. Well, this hand again. This hand again. No red. No way to get through. It's got red. Ooh, a 4th colony. We're going to need a 4th colony this game. But maybe because we have so many colonies, it's a bottom. Opponent's on blue. Interesting. Will people stop playing 1/1s? There's the 4th land. So I'd just like to draw, like, I don't know, just Cosmotronic Wave at some point. I'd basically just like to be playing 8 of that card. Are there any falters we could be playing instead of Crash Through? Because I mean, Trample, I guess it's functionally similar, but no attacks. I guess it's functionally similar and only costs 1 mana, so you can have like a rat plus Crash Through turn. Yeah, so I think those are the 8 kind of finishes you do want in the deck. Dismissal on a rat makes that a 2/2. Doesn't want to get in with the Amass token. Well, I'm not trading. Am I trading? We do have 20 power worth of rats, but we're also playing against an opponent with black mana in their deck. So, doubtful. I would like to have a backup rat. Not many more than 1 backup rat. but one backup rat nonetheless. That's kind of where I'm at. Vicious Offering kills a rat. Opponent's getting in. Do I have any blocks? No. Well, that sure is a rat colony. So this gives us 20 power worth of rats. So this is a spot where Crash Through would actually be fantastic, assuming opponent taps out and has nothing. Herald of the Dreadhorde. If we draw Crash Through, presumably we win. Because opponent has exactly 4 toughness, we'd have 24 power. Cosmotronic Wave does it then. Have you considered dying to my rats? Skillful Scenes. Rat colony advances to 3 and 2. So clearly adding the bonus rat was definitely the correct decision. Irrefutable evidence. Going into game number 6 with Rat Colony. 3 and 2. Deck's very linear. But I imagine if you were looking to get 15 wins quickly, assuming about 50% win rate, you can definitely get there in a reasonable time frame. So again, very similar hand to the one we kept last game. We've got red mana. We've got rat colonies. Squeak. Okay, Healer's Hawk. Means we're against possibly mono white. Or like a black... looking mono white. If we draw Cosmotronic Wave or Crash Through, we're probably in a good spot. Especially if they're like a removal-less list. Not entirely unhappy about drawing a land. Am I unhappy? Yes, because it doesn't really set up anything. Doesn't really set up anything. What do you have, opponent? What is your play? Exultant Sky Marcher. This is a card I've wanted to play. I guess it's pretty good in the mirror, where there's just no flyers that can get through an Exultant Sky Marcher. So the awkward thing about this is we don't actually have lethal power even with the Cosmotronic Wave because we haven't drawn another rat yet. Is rat plus Crash Through lethal? Depending on opponent's attacks, it could be. Paladin. I think that probably means... Oh no, we still... No, we wouldn't be. So if we attack here, only one rat gets through. We're just going to play out a rat. We'll play Cinder Barrens in case we want to cycle through 2 Crash Throughs next turn. But no attacks. Opponent is going to go to 25, assuming they come in with this 1-1. Healer's Hawk, Paladin. Interesting mono white. I like Exultant Sky Marcher. I like a lot of the decisions opponent's making. So Crash Through. Right, let's do the maths. If we draw Rat Colony, we win. Because we have 30 power in rats. Opponent has... Oh no, I missed 2 of these. So I don't think, actually, a rat colony wins on the spot. So we'd need 2 rat colonies. But if opponent... so 30 power. 30 power. So opponent would gain 3 points of lifelink, 27. 27 plus 6 is 33. We would have... Oh no, we would have enough. I think. Well, I think 35 power and rats is enough. If it's not, we'll lose the game. But I think we, assuming my math is right, we go for that there. So opponent has 24 plus 8 toughness in play is 32 plus 3 points of lifelink. So actually it was exact. It was exactly enough to kill them. Fantastic. So 4-2 with Rat Colony. Got a Whatley as my win reward. Lovely. What's next? Target Rich is our opponent. Yep, red mana, some rat colonies. Hopefully going to spike our Crash or Cosmotronic Wave on a draw step at some point in time. This will be our last game with rat colony. But it was a nice introduction to the stream. There's been some... Ooh, there's the Cosmotronic Wave. So, let's see what opponent's on. We've kind of got all the tools we need. If opponent's mono-white, we should be in a pretty okay spot. No fourth land would be kind of awkward, because it makes our rat development a bit more slow. A bit slower even, but opponent doesn't have any kind of lifelink in play. Blade Instructor doesn't matter. Hunted Witness will hit us. Cinder Barrens is a fourth land. This is the turn to play it, because then we can double rat next turn. So currently double rat followed by Cosmotronic Wave is lethal. I don't want to choose attack as I've passed. Is my internet going funny? No, okay, cool. Arena just lagging for a moment there. Squire's Devotion on Blade Instructor, that ruins everything. Does it give first strike or just lifelink? So now what we have to think about is whether we need to trade for this Blade Instructor. Opponent can't have Adamant Will. If opponent's playing Moment of Triumph, that's a blowout. I assume opponent wouldn't want to be trading Blade Instructor otherwise. So we have 5 rats, which is 30 powers worth of rats. Is it? Yes. What's 4 rats worth of power? 4 rats is 20. I suppose... Whether we just let opponent get to 24. Can we race? Well, I guess if I said 5 rats is 30 damage... we're not double ratting. I think we have to block. At least we didn't get blown out. We drew another rat colony as well, so we just spend 2 turns rat colonying here. If opponent has another Squire's Devotion for the Hunted Witness, could be problematic, but I think that's fine, given that we get to do 2 rats, Cosmotronic Wave. They'd go up to 30 by the time we get a 30 power attack. Ooh, although if the 1/1 comes in as well, they might get out of range. But it's just a Blade Instructor. Blade Instructor's not a problem. I imagine opponent gets in with the... Ooh, Revitalize doesn't change the math still. The fact that's in their deck is kind of problematic. Not blocking. You can gain 1. Yeah, sure. Drew a swamp. Here's a colony. Here's another colony. So this is 30 power. This attacking Mentors here puts opponent to exactly 30. No reason not to play a swamp. No reason to attack. Was there a reason to attack? No. So hopefully opponent doesn't have a way to get above 30 here. I mean, if they do, another rat off the top just sets us back a turn. But that's still not a quick win. So dub on that puts them to 31 if they attack with it. And they have Luminous Bonds. So that really does slow us down slightly. Blade Instructor doesn't counter onto... So we're just going to get to attack for 24. Which is interesting. No blocks. Okay, so we draw a rat colony. So we're attacking for 30. We need to be able to block 2 of opponent's creatures. So we don't do that. Okay, let's do the maths. If we attack with 3 rats, opponent goes to 10. If we block with 2 rats, opponent goes to 13. We have more than enough powers worth of rats left. Okay, so we just have to hope opponent draws nothing. And that's kind of where we're at. Healer's Hawk doesn't change the math because Cosmotronic Wave is our lethal. Opponent might not attack. So we definitely win. Cool. Fantastic. Cosmotronic Wave. All attack, get in. So that is an exploding opponent. And that is Rat Colony 5 and 2. So about what I was expecting from the deck. It's linear, it's intrinsically powerful, it's quick to play. Don't know if I'll revisit it, this Pauper format, because it's not that interesting. It's mostly just working out if you have enough power on your colonies to get over what they have. And combat math is for blockers, not attackers. So, yeah, reasonable choice.